trust is the game when it comes to keeping your customers. If customers can trust you, they'll talk to you about somebody else. If you treat it like you ought to treat it, you see that business flourish in your hand. You move from there to another place. You move from that other place to growing your tentacles, creating a structure around it. And before you know it, you probably are on your verge to doing bigger things starting from that tiny business. In the last video, we said the most critical thing you need to work on is to get a customer base. So in this video, we're going to cover how to get there. So I'm going to give you 4 practical steps that make sure that no matter if you try these 4 practical steps, you will definitely keep your customers. Now, some of us, it's not like we don't have direct customers. Number 1 is that we don't even have a formula for keeping them. Look, this is a do or die affair. This is not something you want to take lightly. You can see the way I'm saying it, because I know it's the only thing that stands between you and your dream. I have people that I've been printing for the last 10 years. I have people I've been printing for the last 12 years. It's only me they will print for, because I know the things I do. And so those things I do are the things I'm about to share with you. The first and most important thing that will help you to keep and grow a customer base is to deliver a good job. This here is where people have the most problem. You can see that the banner is drawing line. You are still delivering it. I'm not saying you shouldn't deliver it once in a while, but I'm saying that's the way they know you, that your banner is always drawing line. Even the retailers will not come to you very soon, because everyone wants a good job. And look, my rule of thumb for this is, bros, if I won't collect this and I won't give it to you. So those are first questions you need to ask yourself, that okay, this job I'm delivering to a customer, will they like it? Do I even like it? At times, the best thing to do is to scrap that job and do another one. Oh, you say, well, I'm losing money. In this business, if you want to stay in business for a long time, you have to consider that the customer is spending money and that money costs them something. So you see, you cannot compromise the idea of doing a good job. One thing that keeps you doing business for the long run is that you identify what a good job is and you keep delivering good job to your customers. This is one of the 2 things that it does. Number 1, if the job is good and the customer likes it, the friend of the customer will see it and say, who printed this job for you? Now, some people don't know what a good job is as customers. Those customers, you may play games with them once in a while. But look, let it be a culture for you. I've had to scrap 200 business cards before because I felt this business card was not good enough to my taste. I know if I deliver it to the customer may not know. But sometimes I just don't deliver it. I scrap it and print another one. Let it be your policy that you always print a good job. You always print a clear job. I know some of you at times, you want to save your printer head. You want your printer head to last. You know, you bought it for so and so, and you see the lines continuing. You didn't stop it. I'm not saying maybe you printed 10 jobs and one was drawing line. No, I'm saying that your printer is always drawing line and you are delivering it. Let me tell you what you are doing. You are killing your business before it starts. So the first and the most important thing that you have to take into consideration when you are trying to keep a steady customer base is to be known for a good job. That's number 1, because being known for a good job will keep them always coming. Now, number 2, if you promise the customer they will get the job in 1 week, deliver the job in 4 days. If you say, I am going to deliver your job in 1 week, deliver it in 4 days. See, in our language, in my country, in my culture, there's something they call onishowo. See, onishowo is known in our country as people who you can never trust them with their word. There is no way you will trust them. In fact, the way they say onishowo is that is a persistent, terrible, engrafted liar. That is, he must always lie. So you can't trust him. When you keep doing things like that, the customer gets a notion that this person can't be trusted. The very day they find another person who can deliver their job on time, they will run away from you. And so you may be complaining at times, this week I didn't have job, that week I didn't have job. If you have gone for about a month and you didn't get direct customer job, something is likely wrong. It's either you are just starting business, or you don't have enough customers, or your customers are running away from you. You don't want the third one. See, the second one is still better. Because maybe, see, the first one is still better, but see that third one that they ran from you, low. Do you understand? So very, very important. See, customers, when they come to you, they have a reason why they brought the things to you. One of the things that I'm afraid of the most is to deliver a customer's job after the customer needs it. For instance, it's like delivering a wedding IV after the wedding. You are in Nigeria, you know what it means. That person can go to police station because it is unfair. They need this wedding IV before the wedding, you not deliver it after wedding. Some people even deliver wedding IV on the wedding day. That's terrible. We'll get to the part where, okay, what about a time where the customer needs the job in 2-3 days time and it takes about a week to produce it? Should you collect it? Should you not collect it? We'll get to that. But you see, if you promise a customer 1 week, please deliver in 1 week. If you promise the customer in 3 days, please deliver in 3 days. But let me tell you what I do. If I promise you 1 week, I'll deliver in 4 days. It's not as if I can't deliver later. It's just that I want a situation whereby you think I'm faster than normal. So for me, it's a psychological game. I'll deliver it earlier. That guy is always fast. He promised us 1 week. Now, there's another thing I do though, is if the job will take 3 days to deliver, I now do a psychological game on the customer to find out when the customer needs it. I'll say 1 week. If the customer accepts for 1 week, then I know I have time, but I will deliver in 3 days. Do you understand? I've identified how long it takes to do a banner. I've identified how long it takes to do this thing. I'll now add 3 days more. So that just in case machine fall down, your card has spoiled, and all of that. And that's one good thing about working with customers. You see, customers, I didn't say it the last time, customers can wait. These retailers cannot. Let's now tackle the other part. What if the customer needed it earlier than it can be produced? You go by the way of integrity always. If you know you can't deliver it, remove your hand. It's part of integrity to say, I cannot deliver it. Please, can you find somebody else? You are building a character. You are building a business policy. If you are the type that doesn't like to be rushed, if you are the type that doesn't like to be pressured, then you can say, I don't want to take this. Don't promise what you cannot deliver. Now, if you know you can deliver it and you have given your word, then make sure you keep to your word. Make sure that since you told them you can deliver it in 3 days, that same time they need it, please try to deliver it in 2 days. And if possible, deliver it far before they start calling you. These things will get you the customer. You understand? Now, the third one, before I get to what do you do with the exposure you get from the first three, the third one is if you run a walk-in shop where the customer walks in, right? Now, you need what we call a healthy distraction for the customer. The distraction works 2 purposes. 1, it gets the customer relaxed. I'll tell you what the distractions are. 2, it gets the customer laughing. We'll tell you what you do with the laughing later. Then the third one is that it gets the customer distracted in case something is wrong with your machine, or in case your designer is slow, or in case you are slow, or in case you are serving so many people. Now, what are the healthy distractions? If it's a man, I talk politics. I just start talking about Buhari, or I talk about Tinubu. You know why? See, you know me, I serve in Nigeria. You probably serve somewhere else, but I think politics works everywhere. Maybe it works differently if you're in the US, you're in Senegal, if you're in Mali, if you're in other countries where you don't talk about your president. Please, I'll not teach you. But if in your country, talking politics is not a problem, politics always work with men. If men come to your office and they are waiting for their job, politics always works. Once they start talking about Tinubu, once you start talking about Buhari or whoever is the president in the year you are watching this video, once they start talking about that, they forget. Now, secondly, they have a basis for argument. You see, men are not so moved by laughing as they are moved by argument. If they come to your place and they can vent the anger in their soul, it's like a bar. It's not like you are not drinking, but it's like a bar. They just relax. And while they are arguing, make sure you are the one that is talking least. You are just the one that is making sure you put stick inside the fire so that the fire is going. So you ask questions like, so are you now saying that Tinubu is doing well? You are not saying Tinubu is doing well, you're saying he's not doing well. It's left to them to do well. You are just taking advantage of what they like to make them happy. Now, the second one, if they are women, see, women like to laugh. So if it's women, crack jokes. If you crack jokes with men that are angry, they might not answer you. But you see, jokes always work with women. And the chances are you have more females coming to your shop physically than men, because men are supposed to be at work. So if you find men at your office in the day, they are likely retailers. But if you find women in your office, they are likely wives or people who left their small business to come and do a banner. People like that, women like to laugh, right? Women like to laugh. And the final thing on the point 3 is that as they are going out, whether the man, whether the woman, make sure that you say something that makes them laugh as they are going. Let me tell you what it does. You have win jackpot. Because as they are going, the chances that they gave you their number is very high. Or you don't even need to collect their number, because whatever they came to do, their number is likely on it. Collect that number. As you collected a number, you now stay on their face. What do? You just continue what you did while they were with you physically. Simple. Now, if they didn't come physically, if they chatted you online, make sure you are jovial. Some people, when you chat them, they become too big to answer customers properly. Let me tell you something. Don't delegate your customer communications at this stage. You can do it at that time when you those ones now, they are big. So if they lose a few customers, they won't mind. But you are still trying to gather customers. Don't delegate it. I have tried several years to delegate my communication. It didn't work. So don't delegate it. Keep it to yourself. Make sure you are the one who is talking to them. Make sure you are the one who is laughing with them. Number one, nobody can talk about your business like you. You understand? And the most important thing you need at this stage when you are struggling to gain customers is to understand how sales work. And so what I just told you here is how to sell practically. You are trying to sell to them. You want them to feel comfortable. You want them to what? Trust you. And trust is the game when it comes to keeping your customers. If customers can trust you, they'll talk to you about somebody else. And when they talk to you about somebody else, and that person also talks about somebody else, and like that, that's how you get a large following. And then make sure that your broadcast list is always talking. That is the most critical step after I have done the first three. That is the most critical step. The first step, do a good job. Secondly, do it early enough when you're delivering it. Make sure it's earlier than what you said. Then number three, make sure they are comfortable with you, either physically or online. And then number four, stay in their faces. You see, if you do these four things together, you now give it an element of time. Before 3 years' time, you'll be relaxing in your house, money will be coming. Printing business is not a business where you lose. I've told people you can't lose when it comes to large format business. So what we're saying is, okay, can you move from large format business to oil and gas? Can you move from large format business to agric? Can you move from large format business to tech and still keep the large format running? Stop treating your business like business center. Stop treating it like cyber cafe. Stop treating it like petty. Large format business used to be a company effort. In the days of Planet Press, it was a company-wide effort. They had account department. It's because we now bastardize it. That's why it looks small in our eyes. If you treat it like you ought to treat it, you see that business flourish in your hands. You move from there to another place. You move from that other place to growing your tentacles, creating a structure around it. And before you know it, you probably are on your verge to doing bigger things starting from that tiny business. I hope this has helped you. If it has, I want you to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, turn on the notification bell. And in the next video, we'll talk about some other things that will help you to make your business do well and you make your large format business grow more sustainably and will give you peace. If you do what I'm saying, brother, you will stop chasing after retailers. You will now be calm. You will know that, okay, on a monthly basis, I can project 5 million. On a monthly basis, I can project 3 million. On a monthly basis, I can project 4 million. Because you have a structure. But see, that structure takes time. And this is your time to make sure you put that structure in place. And I trust you, if you do this, you will never regret it. All right, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.